Okay, it's quieter. Everyone's gone now. I think I'll start with when I was a kid. I basically grew up and was raised in a basement. Um, I was raised around band members, so there was always like a lot of noise and like probably like negativity like in the house and everything. It's kind of funny my upbringing on how I even like surprised that I even both my parents did believe in God, but it wasn't definitely wasn't a focus in my life. It was because of my grandma. And there was a lot of times I remember being in that basement downstairs. It was dark and cold. As I was getting a little older, when you think older, I was still only like 9 or 10. I was like, oh, well, I'm excited. I want to move downstairs. It's bigger. It was bigger. But then when I got down there, it was just so scary. I remember praying, to God a lot. Just would feel like He was like right there with me. Anytime I was scared, and I dreamt about God a lot when I was little, like a lot. I knew even since a little girl that He was there, like with me, holding my hand. So I'd say the first time that He showed up in my life has been since I was really little, and then throughout my life, there's always unexplainable things, and prayers get answered. And then there's barely any light, but it seems like financially, anytime I've always been given exactly what I need, if that makes sense. Like to where I've always kept ahead, like it's almost like perfect timing. Like when I was with my ex-husband, for example, we would have financial issues, and then it'd be like, how can we get money? And it's like something would happen, and we would get some money, so where we were keeping roofs over our head, we were keeping food in our mouth. Like God has always provided. And there's a distinct. I'll talk about this scenario, and then I'll save the bigger scenario for probably next month. The big thing that happened in my life, but my mom, um, my mom had. I've been lucky enough to have him like answer prayers like directly, immediately upon experiencing them. And there was a situation with my mom. This has happened actually multiple times in my life. I mean, honestly, like if you really sit and think about it, he always moves you away from what does not serve you. Even if it's like fluke, like you could be like, even just like relationships or partners, like things would be going great and going smoothly and going along, and then like that, it just stops, and you're like, what and why? And then it won't even make sense until like a lot time, like longer down the road, and you're like, oh my, that's what it was. That's why. And you're always learning. It's to teach lessons and to teach you. Um, he knows better than we do the plan for our lives and what serves us and what doesn't. So you just got to fully trust him and put your life in his hands. And even if you do or don't, like you're going to end up seeing why the things turn out the way that they do and the outcomes turn out as they do. This one's getting a little long again, so I'm probably going to record that story on the next one. So kind of rambling. On the next clip, as this is getting long, I will tell you the actual like story of where one of the first or major where he showed up just blatantly right. And like I am grateful to God. He would, since I was little, I've known like I didn't need a single sign. You don't need a single sign. All you just need is to sit in solitude and quiet with Him, praying, and reading your Bible. Just spend time with Him. Just spend time with Him like He's a friend. He is your friend. But record the story in the next one. It's a bit emotional, so.